My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! On memory!
Soupy baby!
Who are you?
Hold it!
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! On memory!
Soupy baby!
Who are you?
Hold it!
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! On memory!
Soupy baby!
Who are you?
Hold it!
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! Hot memories!
Soupy, baby.
Who are you?
Hold it.
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! Hot memories!
Soupy, baby.
Who are you?
Hold it.
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! Hot memories!
Soupy, baby.
Who are you?
Hold it.
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! On memories!
Soupy, baby.
Who are you?
Hold it.
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! On memories!
Soupy, baby.
Who are you?
Hold it.
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid.
I think we are ready. Yes. Been looking forward to this game. Being twisted, dark dreams don't die. So let's go. Looks well. Right.
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
That's not gonna work. Hey.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! Hot memories!
Soupy baby!
Who are you?
Hold it!
You can't change the past. Time is always moving into the future.
My name is David Young. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. I have no memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
And now a detective who searches the past. In exchange for losing my memory, I gain this power. And I'll do everything to find this D. I swear I will.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight.
What are you doing here? Well.
This plane is going down! Ha ha! There you are! Hot memories!
Soupy baby!
Who are you?
Okay. Looks like it's working now. Haha. Yep. Game is working. Unbelievable. How nice. Okay. Start game.
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Strange face.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
should be under thin ice.
I didn't see you again this time either.
Good voicing.
Little Peggy. My name is David Young, former knock with the Boston PD, and now a detective who searches the past. My likes include 100% de agave tequila. My dislikes are mainly drugs and chewing gum.
Don't judge me.
2 years ago, Someone killed my wife. Since then, I've been using every second of my life to solve a case. Using a very special power. My head is full of memories of my wife. And the bullet that robs me of them. What happened in this place on that day?
Okay. Interesting mechanic.
It's been broken since that day. A gift is an expression of emotion. The person who sends it wants the feelings to be understood. Sometimes, however, those feelings remain in a slightly different form. I call these forgotten treasures mementos.
Mementos found. Bright red stiletto. Stiletto worn by the librarian at the BPL. Perhaps it was a gift from a love. It has the name of the back, Dominic Bean. Mild-mannered librarian by day, at night she lured men with her wiles and sold them drugs. Maybe the sender of this shoe was one of her victims. Either way, she wasn't D. This memento has lost its power. Or okay.
Little Peggy. Everyone has their own place to work. A small desk in an office, a molten hot factory, a quiet library, the register in a supermarket, or in the middle of an intersection, in bed, on a golf course, a kitchen. For some, it's the whole town.
Shit.
From the day she died, this has been my place to work. No results this time either. This case is in the clear. I need to clear this case first. I can sleep after that.
Number 3. The working of the brain. Neurons and synapses. The brain is formed from a complex neural network. The network is created from specialized cells called neurons, each working as a functioning unit. These neurons carry electrical or chemical signals. When a signal is transmitted inside a single neuron, they are exchanged in the form of electrical pulses. However, when signals are passed between different neurons, they are exchanged in a chemical form via neurotransmitters or usage. The part containing the neurotransmitter is called a synapse. If anything goes wrong with this part, neurons will be unable to correctly pass information between neurons. This can lead to a variety of illnesses. Problems with synapses can be both congenital and acquired due to injury, and may be induced temporarily or chronically by taking specific drugs. Now I know.
The world is money.
thought of you reading this makes me very happy. I hope you'll calm down a little. Why is that a question? I love you as you are, and I love the David you become more. This is the second time I've written that. Do you remember the first time? Today I found all my old letters. It's strange they've become your case materials. And the letters I ever sent. All the letters I ever sent. A perfect collection going back to high school days. They're obviously important to you, stored so neatly. Maybe you respect them too much to tear them open. Is that it? So, this is a challenge from the Peggy I am now to the David you'll become. I've hidden my letters, old and new. Nice view. I want you to find all of me and all of our memories and know the Peggy I was, the Peggy I am now, and the Peggy I'll become. Little Peggy Young. Ha. Okay. Push it. 8 enormous Twilight Report 1. Spontaneous human combustion. A person can suddenly burst into flames and then burn up in a short space of time. Do you believe in the existence of such a phenomenon? Nope. There was a bizarre occurrence in Boston last month. A university student out during the weekend partying with his friends was suddenly enveloped in flames and burned to death. As shocked friends looked on, the victim's body was quickly consumed by fire. Once the flames were extinguished, all that remains were the tip of his hands, the rest of him reduced to charred black ashes. That isn't all. Boston has had a series of unexplained events in recent times. I'm planning on heading down there and investigate these bizarre incidents. My next report will likely come on the ground from Boston. Look forward to my findings. Shit. Shit's on fire, yo. What? ...2014 Winter Olympic Ice Hockey News. Last week, candidate team members for the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi were announced. These candidates will now undergo further training in order to make the election of the final team. In Vancouver 4 years ago, America and Canada faced off in the final for the first time since Salt Lake City in 2002. Defeated by their Canadian rivals by just 1 point, the American proved unable to enact their revenge. The word is that this time they will defeat Canada and take the title, and the public have high expectation for the team members to have been selected. Will this tournament be their chance to finally take revenge? Nope.
Did you hear about David's wife? Man, they were just married, too.
I heard it was revenge for one of his investigations.
Sure sounds like the way they operate. Sending a deadly message.
I have no memories of that day. When I came to, I was already lying in the ICU. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died. Look for D. Who is D? Those words keep spinning in my head. At the time, with no compelling evidence, the case hit a dead end. I quit the BPD. However, under the right circumstances, I now have the capability to solve even a dead-end case. I'll do everything in my power to find this D. I swear I will. And when I do, oh, Peggy. Amanda? Huh? Whoa! Hold it!
Oh, dang.
Gotcha. You can't escape now. This is Amanda. She just suddenly started living here one day. She sometimes goes out and gets food for us. And that's something of a lifeline for me, as I don't really go outside. Just who she is, though, well, my memory holds no answers.
What is this?
Yo, David, everything shipshape?
This goat attack me?
As you can see, Teddy.
Someone definitely got the jump on you.
Forrest Kaysen, a detective with the Boston Police Department, and my former partner. He still helps me out nowadays in my search for D. He's both a client and a source of information. He gets whatever I need.
Women are always trouble. Doesn't matter how old they get. Trouble.
I'm fighting with Diana again?
Like you wouldn't believe. Women, men don't stand a chance. Don't come and see me actually means get right over here. But then, leave me alone just means, well, leave me alone. How am I meant to make sense of that? Tell me, David, please.
Coffee from a different place can be nice once in a while.
Once in a while. All the time is more like it. I was a fool to ask you. Man, Diana's so stupid.
Once feared as the mighty Grizzly, detective among detectives.
Gotta serve customers.
Now he's more like a big teddy bear.
What's the point of the place?
Teddy, what's this?
So, tell me, David, have you heard the news about that airplane accident, huh?
Access Gate Airways Flight 117, struck by unexplained lightning? No one's talking about anything else right now.
We might be looking at the real deal. I've got the good stuff for you this time. Passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you? Antonio Zapatero, otherwise known as Rabbit. He's a courier who only carries real blood. This one promised to provide evidence after being brought to Boston. Evidence that may well have led to the ID of the source of real blood. But then the lightning struck, and in the confusion, he vanished.
He escaped somehow?
No. When I say vanished, that's pretty much what I mean. Like something out of a magic act.
So, clue me in. What makes this one the real deal?
The name of the boss he was going to give up apparently starts with the letter D. This courier might have had evidence revealing the identity of D. So, interested yet? Let me ask you again. A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you?
No, it's impossible. There's someone pulling the strings behind this mystery.
Right on the money, David. A third party most likely used the confusion to spirit the courier away. Lots of people want the evidence he was carrying, after all. From the evidence I was able to bring, this particular item is the most interesting. The owner of that badge was involved in this incident. Well?
No doubt about it. This is a memento.
Great. It's yours then. Let's hope it's the last one you'll ever need.
Bloody Marshal's badge. A piece of evidence relating to the case of the vanishing courier. It belonged to the Federal Marshal Derek Buchanan, who was killed while transporting the courier in question. Using this should allow me to dive to an airplane? Okay. Allow me to dive to an airplane aboard which is D, the key to my wife's murder case. Murder. Go to the bathroom to dive into the past. That is what you call it. I think from the cat currently living in my house. Okay. That sounds nice. So weird. Anyway. No extra cases really.
Teddy.
Thanks for all the help.
No problem, David. We're partners. You may have quit the force, but that fact won't change. Hell, if you trace it all the way back, if I hadn't asked you to join up in the first place...
Teddy!
No. Don't give me that look, Amanda. I'm just trying to give him a reason to live.
He's on with that Lego girl. I can do stuff even though I'm not in the room. That's nice.
Little Peggy. Time has been frozen for me since that day. Will I see you this time?
So the game ends. That was an interesting game. Chapter. Game was. Are you supposed to walk yourself to death? Distance travel? Object pushed? Calories ingested? Alcohol ingested? This is... Did one of them say magical amateur set? Should continue this madness. I am intrigued.
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
Don't get shot. Gonna catch the bullet. Couldn't. It's always not the bullet, it's the shell. Gordian knot.
The lavatory. On an airplane. Another successful dive. Touching memories called mementos. Allows me to dive into the past. The day little Peggy was killed, I survived. Miraculously, somehow, I survived. In exchange for losing my memory, I gained this power. That has to be a sign of something. The past will surely tell me the truth. Look for D.
There are 4 Ds behind you.
I can't get a voice out of my head. Who killed her? Just who is D? The only way to silence that voice is to change my fate.
Sweary, is that your name?
missing from an airplane during a flight? That's impossible. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Are you okay?
David.
Little Peggy?
Sir, are you okay? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
What?
My apologies, Olivia. You just look so much like an old girlfriend of mine.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just for a second, I actually thought little Peggy had come back to life.
Captain Gordon Cage speaking. We're experiencing some turbulence. The seatbelt sign has been turned on, so if you would please.
I have to get back to work.
Sure. No problem, Olivia.
Just one thing, sir. You're surely aware that we carry a passenger list aboard?
Huh. Memorized it, have you?
We don't take kindly to stowaways, if that's what you are.
A stowaway, am I? Well, Miss Olivia Jones. Maybe you're on to me.
Dude, what are you doing?
You're a United States Marshal. You're transporting a key witness, but reading a completely different file. Does that just mean you're passionate about your job? Or is there something else going on here?
You. What are you doing here?
Derek Buchanan, United States Marshal. The owner of the memento I used to get here, along with a name that starts with D. Two signs I can't ignore.
I said I'd kill you if I saw you again, didn't I, boy?
It seems we've already met somewhere. Was I offside?
Quit your jabbering. Why do you keep sticking your nose into this case?
I've got a question for you, too. Why do you only investigate cases related to real blood? Antonio Rabbit Zapatero, a dealer of the drug called Real Blood. Apparently, he also has evidence that could lead to the identity of D. If that's true, it makes him the most important person on this flight.
You really have a death wish, don't you?
Yet you might be the one who dies.
How dare you?
You should get out as quickly as you can. I'll keep the fountain pen to remember you by.
This game does not take place on Earth. These aren't humans. But damn, it's fun. Broken fountain pen. A fountain pen belonging to Federal Marshal Derek Buchanan. Likely government issue. Don't think so. Although this is quite a nice piece of stationery, the pen nib is bent, meaning it can't write anymore. Looked like it wasn't exactly handled with care. Damn. Did you kill people with it? Cannon. Look for clues. Let's search for treasure. Are you a clue? Maybe I should eat those. You're not mine. Oh, there we have some.
I know I heard.
But of course.
Again, I know I heard.
No, Yes.
Okay, let's try that vision.
These look like souvenirs from the trip.
Also, I didn't mean to do that. Well, just might as well. With all the microwaves with burgers in them. Should I open the door?
Sir, may I help you?
You mentioned a passenger list?
Oh, I'm sure it's just my mistake.
You really do have it memorized?
I thought I did, but I'm still new at this job. It's probably just my mistake. I'm sorry I said anything.
Is it true that there's a United States Marshal aboard this flight?
Why would you ask such a thing?
I heard some of the other crew talking. Let's hope she buys that.
I have no idea.
No idea at all? Isn't the passenger list burned into your memory?
Even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. Why would you care to know, may I ask?
Oh, just a passing interest. You called me a stowaway, didn't you?
My apologies for that, sir.
What did you mean?
Nothing really. No deep meaning.
Nothing at all?
I must apologize if I have upset you.
No.
I didn't mean to. I'm truly very sorry.
Can I push her?
Excuse me?
I can't push her. Okay. Phone call saves progress.
Who is D? Killer? Conspirator? Mastermind? Witness? Or maybe?
I am looking at the toilet.
My turn, asshole!
I want to talk to him.
No way. Get lost.
Oh.
I need to do something about this tough guy first, then.
But of course, yes.
Again, I know I heard.
No, yes.
Snow on the front and cherry blossoms on the back. They change them according to the season?
It isn't totally atrocious, but hardly avant-garde now, is it? I'd expect no less flying coach, of course. Would it have killed them to use a little real stitching? Honestly!
And who might you...
I don't ask for opinions from the uninspired. Suki, baby, what do you think? Dress all the seats white, then crown them with a single pink stag beetle? Oh, yes! Or maybe change all these to black lights, but not too dramatic. Just plain
Does your mannequin ever reply?
She's not a mannequin. She's my partner.
She is?
Yes, she is. I'm Duncan, and this is Suki. We're top fashion designers, the both of us.
I didn't help the second time. I didn't stop doing it.
Duncan. So this guy's also a D.
Oh, he's a D, alright.
Some people just don't get it, no matter how many times you tell them.
My bad, I'm sure. Can I ask you something?
I don't need your opinion. After all, I have Suki. The sunglasses in particular are strikingly progressive, don't you think? This is avant-garde! The epitome of my next theme.
The cot that was blocking the aisle has been moved. Now I can expand my search area a little wider. Hmm?
4,539? 4,540? There's something fishy going on here.
Is there a problem?
The west side window. The sun's setting there, so that's the west. The west side window. The angle of the setting sun, that is the left side in regard to our direction of travel. That window right there. That window made a noise, didn't it? You heard it, right? I have to inform Dr. Johnson. Going to Washington, D.C. by plane. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
She has her name written on everything she owns. She's a D2?
This is so bad. This plane is going down.
It's okay. There's no problem.
Oh, shut your mouth. There were lightning strikes on the flight over. There's most definitely a problem. The window will keep on creaking. Suddenly it will break. We'll turn like crazy. Lightning will hit us again. A direct hit.
Lightning?
Yes, lightning. It'll blow an engine up this time, that's for sure. And what happens then, Mr. No Problem? This plane won't be flying anymore. You agree with me now, right? This plane is going down!
No. This plane didn't crash.
What? Didn't crash? Didn't? How the fuck would you know that? Who the hell do you think you are?
Is there a problem, madam?
This dumb shit here is fucking with me. I told him the noise the window is making is bad news. I told him.
Well, madam, I'm sure you did.
That's it.
Very well. Please allow me to handle this.
Unbelievable.
Well, let me see now. Mr. Young, wasn't it?
How am
I have to admit, I didn't expect to ever see you again.
I can't imagine why.
It's outrageous. It's unbelievable. I will not do it. I will not just...
What is in that?
This flight attendant seems to know me. I have no idea when I met him, however. For me, our first meeting is a past that hasn't happened yet.
Happen on an airplane in the air.
You are quite the stubborn mule.
I can't.
The type who won't stay dead even if he gets killed, maybe.
Just sit by.
Oh, I wonder.
Jesus Christ, he's made of concrete.
If you're going to cause trouble, I may have to eject you from the game.
Trouble? Me? Your watch was about to fall off. It looks expensive, so I didn't think you'd want to lose it. I'm just a polite, helpful passenger. Look, Ref, if you're gonna bench anyone, bench her.
And I heard it. And if you don't listen to me, I don't know what I'll do. Just listen.
Now I've got 3 people with names that start with D. Deborah Anderson, Duncan, and Derek Buchanan. To be honest, I still don't know if any one of them is who I'm after. But there's a bag load of room for suspicion. Isn't that right, little Peggy? Metro M. That's the subway in D.C. The Boston MBTA uses a T symbol, so this ticket was used in D.C.
What the fuck are we doing?
DC Metro ticket. Very interesting panda design. It's already used.
Disaster for the Stanley Cup Part 1. The Stanley Cup is said to be the most difficult of all trophy cups to win in any sports. Perhaps for this reason, the team winning the cup is given an unusual privilege. This privilege is that the members of the winning team are each allowed to keep the cup in their possession for 1 day at a time. During this day of ownership, many players use the cup in various ways as a celebration of the victory, but this has led to a number of cases of what can only be characterized as a mishap for the cup. In particular, in 1999, the Stanley Cup was exposed to the risk of theft while on Boston turf. Very interesting.
Why don't people understand?
Extra cases. Woohoo!
The window noise bugs you that much?
Okay, hot stuff. Let me ask you then. You're saying it doesn't bug you at all? It's making sounds. Sounds that you aren't supposed to hear. What'll happen if it breaks? The plane will crash! How can everyone be so calm?
If she is Dee, then just what is she planning?
Hey, you! Will you go and check that all the other windows are okay?
Excuse me?
I'd love to do it myself, of course. But I've got to count the squeaks this fucking window here makes. So I want you to go and check on them. I bet they are squeaking away in places I've never even dreamed of. Oh, I dare not even imagine it. I dare not even imagine any of it. Okay, so listen carefully. Here's what I got. The windows creak on a set cycle.
In other words...
If not a single window creaks within that length of time, we are safe. So, I need you to hurry around to a number of places and check them. If you can't check all the windows within the time, you'll prove nothing. The very safety of this plane is resting on your shoulders.
Why mine?
Go get to work. Ready? Set? Go, 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 go!
This is a fucking cat.
That's a pretty good workout.
Excellent. None of the other windows made a noise, right?
I would have done better when I was back on the force.
The safety of the windows is assured.
Good. Glad to hear it.
However... There's still plenty of danger lurking on this plane. So, can you handle a double investigation? Something's been on my mind, so I took this chance to reread some old notes.
You have your old notes?
Yes, of course I do. What would be the point of not having them with me at all times? Here's one. 1 year, 2 months, and 11 days ago, a commercial on cable TV. So completely terrifying. My handwriting is all squiggly from trembling in fear. Apparently, as carpets age, their corners start to get folded back. I checked a carpet corner just now, and there was more than 1 inch of peel back. Surely there are more of these silent assassins lurking on board. Who knows what apocalyptic shithole scenario we might be facing?
Silent assassin?
I need you to go and check for them, and do it quick, smartass. Go get to work. Ready? Set? Move, move, move!
You'll be broken.
None of the carpets were peeled back.
Really? You're sure? Good. As Dr. Johnson always says, inspections only have meaning when performed regularly.
Words to live by.
The possibility of her being D seems very slim at the moment, but my prejudice may be concealing the truth from me. Until I obtain concrete proof that she's not involved, I can't remove her name from the list of D candidates.
Were you fighting with that male crew member all this time?
Fighting? I was educating him. Educating him to the danger we are in. He was just like that on the flight over too. You can't be too careful.
Oh, no,
he obviously has trouble understanding the emotions of others. See, he's always having to calm himself down with that inhaler thing. It's all here in my notes.
Just what are you planning, wearing your life jacket like that?
Planning? Ha! What are you blathering about now?
Maybe you're hoping to stage a daring mid-air escape?
Let me ask you then. Why aren't you wearing your life jacket? What if something does happen? Show me proof that there'll be time to get one out and put it on, eh? It's like Dr. Johnson always says. Be proactive, not reactive.
Oh, here goes again, Dr. Johnson.
You take notes on everyone you meet?
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
Not necessarily. But why?
It's all part of my methodology for achieving peace of mind.
Peace of mind? Really?
Yes. Methodology for achieving peace of mind. It's like Dr. Johnson always says. There are no guarantees in life. Find a way to achieve peace of mind.
So what kind of something do you think will happen up here?
You're slower than you look. What do you think? On an airplane?
Abduction?
What? Abduction? From an airplane? What are you smoking, shitbrain? I'm talking about the plane crashing. Crashing! Jesus! It's like Dr. Johnson always says.
Here we go.
Being prepared is half the battle.
Good damn you, Dr. Johnson.
Do you have notes on that pair in the very back row?
Of course I do.
What do they say?
Why should I tell you? I'm doing all this hard work for my own peace of mind. Not for you or yours. Understand? It's like Dr. Johnson always says. You must obtain your own peace of mind through your own hard work.
I'll work hard next time. Honestly, I will.
Just this once, then.
Okay.
It's like Dr. Johnson always says. Keep your notes concise. Next time, you'll have to take notes yourself.
Of course.
Who is this Dr. Johnson?
A doctor at the hospital I work at. He's so intelligent and so kind. He always tells me ways to keep out of harm's way. So thoughtful.
This really is just to achieve peace of mind?
Sounds like an accusation to me.
Well, your notes are very detailed. It sounds more like you're investigating something. Or someone. You really aren't planning anything?
I'm going to be putting a watch carefully by my notes on you.
So how does he say you should stay out of harm's way?
Okay, what happens if you are in a diner and get served coffee that's too hot? What would you do?
I'd just drink it.
Oh, and you'd get burnt as a result. What you need is an industrial thermometer. This bad boy can measure up to 100 degrees Celsius in 0.1 degree increments. It's like Dr. Johnson always says. Wait for hot coffee to cool before drinking it. Oh, and the best temperature for perfect hot coffee is between 82 and 85.
Anyone else on your watch carefully list then?
Why are we here?
I'd say you might watch yourself carefully, for example.
You've got some serious psychological issues, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
How about I introduce you to Dr. Johnson?
Are you serious?
What? Of course I'm serious. Do you know how dangerous hot coffee can be? Do you? There have been lawsuits over it. Suits of law. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, you must approach every minor thing as though it is heart surgery, even if you know in your own heart that it truly is only minor.
I think you're correct. Thank you. Can we push it? Well, I saw some food up here. Oh, nice.
Nothing looks out of place.
Except the huge shrimp. Buy a shrimp. There's a fucking cat. Yeah, please. The blood stain on the cat? Why are these awesome? These ones are going to be. It's the Amanda shop. Yay! This is so weird. Push it.
There's nothing here.
Scrapbook item number 6. Disaster for the Stanley Cup Part 2. On July 2nd, 1999, John Rodriguez, one of that year's winning players, decided he wanted to let the local fans see the cup up close, so he took it with him to TD Garden. At the event, the fans raised a cheer and received John with great applause. However, just as John was holding the cup high overhead at the center of the rink, a man in hockey garb suddenly burst into the ring and stole the cup from John. The man knocked down the approaching police officers and ran through the spectacular seats ran through the spectator seats towards the exit. Just when it looked like the theft was about to abscond with the cup of honor, a fan standing in the rink shot a hockey puck off towards the perpetrator. The puck connected with the thief's head, rebounding into the cup itself. The criminal fell to the floor, and an off-duty Boston police detective arrested him on the spot. The person who downed the thief, accidentally KOing the cop as well, immediately disappeared from view, but according to several eyewitness fans, was an amateur playing belonging to local adult team. The detective who arrested the perpetrator at the scene commented, he showed a tremendous sense of justice and great initiative, but didn't think too carefully about the consequence. I can't say I was too pleased when the cop got hit by the puck. To this day, the Stanley cop still wears the scars of this incident. Cool. A window. So, hello, Philip. Let me push you.
Excuse me.
No problem.
This is business class. I cannot let you through.
What if I push the point?
You'll find that I push back.
The way into business class has quite the guard dog.
Moving a guard dog requires some bait. A disturbance should work.
No.
Moving a guard dog requires some bait. A disturbance should work.
The luggage is hitting it. That's what's making the window squeak.
Oh. Oh my.
I'm gonna push the door.
This is not acceptable. This is... No, I will not. I can't take any more of this. You've heard
Every
it before. You know.
undergoes more than 100 rigorous checks before...
What? Are you saying these window noises are all in my head? Are you? Dumb fuck! I thought you were a nice gentleman.
Madam,
you think
I
I'm just
assure
some
you,
complainer?
I think nothing
Some
of the...
lawsuit seeker? Do you? This is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable! Show me your name tag. Show it to me! Employee number D-3582? I've burnt it into my forebrain. Once I'm home, yes, I am going to sue you. I have never been so mad in my life. But I'm just practicing what I preach.
As you wish,
Can't you understand
madam.
that?
However, perhaps if we
Is there
change your
any way I
seat
can
feel,
talk to your manager?
I'm sure the sound of windows would not annoy you in, say,
and every
business class. The seats are very fluffy, too.
Business? That's, class?
It is, madam. I could show you to your seat.
One where I can't hear the windows?
No nasty window noises in business.
Well,
If you'll just allow me to explain the procedure for your upgrade.
I suppose that could be okay.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
That's my line. What?
In the instant I saw that big man, the scar on my forehead started to throb. That's never happened before. What's going on here?
fashionable bear. Not bad for a gift from Washington, D.C. Oh, there's nothing here.
The whole aircraft is shaking!
So, this is the era of avant-garde?
That's not quite right. It is... avant-garde! That difference is everything. You have to embrace it.
Okay.
I have to say, and stop me if you've heard this before, your choice in fashion is terrible. An affront to art itself. I never thought I'd meet a man who can walk around happily dressed like that.
Hey, it isn't that bad, right?
Oh, please. It's that bad. Looks like you don't even have the right clothes to go shopping for clothes.
No, go ahead. Tell me how you really feel.
I can't open my heart to those with no understanding of art. After all, spending unproductive time sullies my brain, damages my creativity.
I don't have a leg to stand on with this guy, but I also can't just pass him over. Not with a name that starts with a D.
You know, I'll give you a chance, though. Prove you can get with the dress code, and we may be able to chat. Just one item. Wear one single item that's cutting edge, and come see me again. Avant-garde!
This sounds like a real drag. I wonder if there's anything tucked away in my closet that might help.
Designer interview. Cutting edge and individualistic designers Duncan and Suki. Today we are talking with designer Duncan, a man who certainly possesses a very unique vision with a passion for retro and military fashion. According to Duncan, the trend for this summer is retro and military. Of course, some might be thinking that retro means dated and that military has nothing to do with fashion. Duncan challenges such people to take this opportunity to try retro and military. The key fashion item that he currently recommends is a mesh tank top, and it is so easy to match with or add your own accent to. It's perfect for people with no confidence in their fashion. I hope you will all give retro and military a chance this summer.
There's nothing here. What evil might I find here?
Carrot. Nice.
What are you doing here? This big fella, I've met him before somewhere, but I can't remember where. My scar is desperately trying to tell me that he knows something.
Hey, enough already! How long you planning on keeping me waiting?
With my fake eye, weren't you? Trying to take it while I was sleeping? Is that your ass or your head? No more messing with this puppy!
Yeah, don't do something. Take it easy with it.
More lightning? Bad! Real bad! Baldy, I said! You're never, ever, ever gonna get my fake guy! Didn't I? Bitch.
Antonio Zapatero!
There you are! You're this young I've been hearing so much about. Not like I'm gonna spill the slop on thee, though. What be in that for me? Hey, papi! So how about you die, fucker?
I don't wanna die.
Damn it!
Wait! Antonio Zapatero?
There's no wait and stare in truth or dare! If you wanna know about thee, go on a fucking investigation!
Hand over your evidence! Whatever it is, I need it!
Are you serious? You're so silly!
Then I'll just have to take it by force!
Hot beverage?
If you really do know who D is, I'll...
What? If I really know, you'll what? Young-a-ling-a-ding-dong! Oh my goodness! Suki!
You'll get over it!
Yeah, things just got serious!
All right, Zapatero. I'm knocking this one out of the park!
What the fuck? You're hitting back at the picture!
This is how you use a megaphone!
Am I gonna speed into his face?
What is the evidence you have? Tell me!
My precious eye went flying! You fucking dumbass!
Maybe, but that doesn't matter! What do you know about D? Tell me!
That really hurt! I'm gonna kill you now!
So hand it over! Hand over your evidence! How about you give up? You've had enough, right?
I'd say the same to you.
Oh shit! Fuck! Oh fuck!
Hello.
Nighty nighty, youngin. Young man.
Now I've got you. Can't vanish now, can you?
Don't move. Let him go.
Olivia?
I warned you. We don't take kindly to stowaways. Just... who are you?
No one is done what with. I didn't get to solve the avant-garde thing.
Olivia? Rabbit? The courier, he vanished? Would never hide in here.
Yeah, but that one wasn't yellow before.
Dumbass!
That's me.
Oh, no, no. I can't take it anymore. My hands and feet are cramping up.
What are you doing that for?
You there. Perfect timing. I can't take it anymore.
Take what? What is Deborah talking about?
That lightning strike electrified the floor and handrails. So I'm doing my best not to touch them. but I can't take it anymore. My arms, legs, neck, back, everything is screaming in pain.
I need to try and calm her down.
Lightning striking an airplane. Crazy, huh? Do you think this plane is okay?
First, squeaking windows, and now seats and floors are electrified? I'm almost impressed by your capacity to worry about the mundane.
Hold it! What was that about the windows?
They were squeaking, right?
Squeaking! The windows! You're saying the windows on this bucket squeak? What?
What do I need to do?
You're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
If the windows were really squeaking, why, we'd all be dead by now. That lightning strike would have come in through the cracked window. We'd have smashed into the sea, its surface harder than concrete. It's like Dr. Johnson always says. Fall from an airplane, and you'll die. So just keep your fear-mongering to yourself.
There certainly doesn't seem to be any counting in her notes. What's going on here, then? You also take notes on suspicious people, right?
That's right. There's you, of course, and I've got notes on that guy with the mannequin. Oh, I've got his number. He's one of them object sexuals.
I'll have to take your word for that.
It's a term applied to individuals who fall in love with inanimate objects. Come on, you've heard of it. A type of paraphilia. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, love has no boundaries.
Wanna bet Dr. Johnson is a stuffed dog.
What about the guy with the scar on his forehead? Stony face? In business class?
Oh yes, workaholic, textbook. He's got it bad too. He's either using his work to run away from something, or work itself is his reason for living.
Reason for living.
It's like nice. Dr. Johnson always says.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just find a reason to live.
Got it.
What are you doing now?
I'm rereading my old notes.
Your old ones?
It's your fault. You've got me all riled up. If the window really is squeaking, I need to check if I've got any notes on what to do about it. I'm sure I had something on it. Hey, you, make yourself useful. While I'm reading, you go around and check the windows for me.
Again.
Didn't I already check the windows?
No complaining, no talking back. Get to work.
Hey, hold on.
Ready? Set? Hurry, hurry, hurry! didn't make it in time. Every single person on this plane was counting on you.
Hey, can I take a break?
You certainly looked capable enough. Can't judge a book by its cover, eh? If someone asks for your help, you be sure and help them, okay?
The front is a cherry blossom pattern, and snow is on the back. When did that change over? It's a domestic flight, no large bags. Looks fine. There's nothing here.
Someone spilled something. Column. Tourism Sports. Verizon Center. If you want to catch an ice hockey game in Washington, the Verizon Center is the place. The stadium was finished in 1997, and in the following year the home team, the Washington Capitals, made it to the Stanley Cup for the first time, making the Verizon Center a stage for very fierce hockey. The stadium is still the home of the Capitals, and each match days sees the 20,000 seats packed with fans. If you have the chance to visit Washington, then make sure to take in the Verizon Center. Cute you did.
The cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean? It's like I'm not even here.
Oh dear. Control will be an issue if I can't find it. Sir, can I help you with anything?
Where's Olivia?
Excuse me, sir. Exactly which Miss Olivia are you searching for?
Olivia Jones. She's a member of the crew, just like you are.
I'm very sorry, sir, but she isn't aboard this flight.
What?
Come on. Did that lightning strike you too? She was right here a moment ago. In any case, you need to contact Logan Airport immediately. Tell them we have an emergency up here. Also, get the BPD to send some cops to the airport. Detective Forrest Kazin in particular. Give him my name and you'll have no problems.
Well, excuse me, sir, Are you hoping to use this confusion for something nefarious? If so, I'll have to stop you.
Next time, I'll break more than you watch.
My most humble apologies, Mr. David Young. This incident has us all a little riled up, I'm sure.
Huh?
I'll make the call about the suspicious person immediately. To our destination, Ronald Reagan International Airport. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
What a beautiful sunset. It reminds me of the day I proposed.
Hey. That's a good ring. But the sun is on the other side now.
Little Peggy. I'll find who killed you. I will.
I don't want to do that.
This is a problem. Where is it?
Tell me, where did she go?
Like I said, sir, she's not aboard this flight.
That's impossible. I talked to her.
And what, sir?
Olivia had a gun.
A gun? Please, don't even suggest such a thing.
She pointed a gun at me. Are you saying I was seeing things?
Yeah.
I think you must have. Maybe it was a pepper shaker. Even if she was on board this flight, there is absolutely no way she would be able to get a gun on board as well.
It was a Glock 26.
I'm very sorry, sir. Perhaps the shock of the lightning has caused you to be confused.
Are you looking for something?
Not at all, Mr. Young. I am completely at your disposal.
Have you contacted the airport?
Yes, of course.
Are you telling me the truth? It looks like you're so busy searching that you haven't done anything yet. I'll find what you're looking for. You just contact the ground.
That's very kind of you. Very well. I have lost a glove.
A glove? And it has to be this specific one?
Yes, it's a special order, perfectly fitted to my hand. I'm in serious trouble without it.
Why is he getting so upset about a glove? He's more high-strung than he looks.
Are you looking for something?
Not at all, Mr. Young.
Have you contacted?
Yes.
Are you It looks like I'll find...
That's... very well.
A glove?
Yes. I'm in serious...
Why is he getting so upset? He's more high-strung than he looks.
Whatever the case, I have to talk to her again.
Then you'll just need to keep on flying with us. If you get lucky, you'll end up on a flight with her. Eventually.
That's not really what I meant.
You are.
There's nothing here.
A scratch mark on it. Column Ice Hockey, the frozen duel. Ice hockey stands alongside football, baseball and basketball as one of the 4 major sports, and is especially popular on the east coast of America. Just what is so appealing about ice hockey then? We asked a particularly avid fan for his take. The power and speed of the players, man. There's no other rush like it. No sports as fast and as brutal as hockey, man. No other. Ice hockey players reach speeds of 30 miles per hour and quite literally crash into each other in order to prevent the other team's attacks. When shot, the puck can reach speeds of 100 miles an hour. The speedy matches and violent clashes between the teams are the reasons why it's known as the frozen duel, providing an appeal that cannot be found in other sports.
The cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean? The cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean? The door looks fine. There's nothing here.
Marshall, are you okay? What's with the attitude? I'm only asking because I was worried. You'd think nothing happened at all.
I don't need your jabber, boy.
Derek Buchanan. I'm not sure why, but he seems determined to ignore me.
You've got quite a young wife. Is there a big age gap between you? You're giving courage to men all across our fair nation. If a stony-faced gorilla like you can marry such a young, beautiful creature, there's hope for all of us yet, isn't there? But that's a surprise. You're the last person I'd expect to be carrying a picture of your family.
Listen up. I don't know who you are. But if you want to keep sucking down air, never talk to me again. A man is far more than just his looks. My wife understood that well.
Marshall Buchanan doesn't know who I am? There's something very odd going on here. But just what is it?
Push it.
God damn it! Dirty, aren't you?
There's nothing here.
Milan Fall and Winter Collection 2013. The Milan Collection is one of the big 5 collections held in Milan, Italy at the end of February each year. This season again saw the unveiling of many appealing and sensational items. In particular, the retro and military fashion of individualist designer Duncan matches seamlessly with current trends and was a major presence during the show. The retro and military fashion unveiled by him this season. The retro and military season unveiled by him this season is kitsch and yet eye-catching. It's solid, based in existing paradigms, while dynamically fusing them with a modern approach. It's likely why it has come to be endeavored so highly.
There's no one hiding in here. Where'd the courier go to?
It's for Boston versus New York. Pretty good seats, too. Of course, it's been used. Things don't come that easy.
Boston, go!
Nothing says Boston quite like this. There must be a baseball fan on board.
Oh, my Cherie, I know. You must have been so scared. How is my Suki? Okay? There'll be champagne as soon as we arrive in D.C. Ooh, I think some Chardonnay might be nice.
Didn't your mannequin just break?
Hey! Excuse me! She's Suki, not a mannequin! Therefore, she most certainly cannot ever just break. Do you intend to make an enemy of the entire fashion industry?
No. That mannequin got totally wrecked.
Tut-tut! Say another word, mister, and I shall unleash my anger!
Okay, you win. Forget I even asked about your mannequin. My bad. No more about Suki.
That's right. She's not a mannequin. We can forget this ever happened. Of course, us being top fashion designers, we're never going to remember you anyway. I don't do autographs. I'm here on my private time.
When did you become a military maniac?
This is fashion, you heathen. Retro and military, it's called. Both Suki and I are completely anti-war, of course.
Okay. But what I really wanted to know was, when did you change your clothes?
Progress cannot be stopped. When we changed is not what is important. Rather, the question should be, when can we change? Indeed, just look. The fashion we have on right now is already headed toward obscurity. It's imminent, like fluttering petals. At any moment, new inspiration is going to just explode into my brain. Like, oh, of and von.
Avant-garde!
Yes.
What? There's audio music. What is...
Your mannequin... I mean... Is Suki really okay?
You're so persistent. Look at her smooth, perfect body. She doesn't have a mark on her. Sue. Oh, you're so good. Oh, my Suki. Suki, you are just too lovely. If I were to lose you, I doubt I could go on living.
This does look like the real Suki. So just what's going on here?
You've got red powder on your clothes. What is it?
Achoo! Oh, excuse me. Now then, where exactly is this red powder on my clothing? I don't see anything at all.
An elite fashion designer and a mysterious powder? My instincts as a former narcotics detective tell me something's up. I'll question him and find out more.
D? What kind of question is that?
I'm investigating something.
Even if I knew about it, I wouldn't necessarily tell you, would I?
He makes a good point. I can't approach this head on.
Brilliant lights cast deep shadows.
What's that supposed to mean?
Musicians, artists, designers, top clientele for drug pushers.
I don't deny it.
And you're one of them too?
I don't need that stuff. I've got Suki. There's nothing that can possibly stimulate me more than her. Comparing her to the effects of mere chemicals, synthetic drugs, you may as well just slap her in the face.
Yours is a world of trends, isn't it? Well, there are trends in drugs, too. You're sensitive to trends, right? You know what I'm talking about. Real blood. The ultimate drug. Considered the final and best of the blood series. As the name might suggest, it's a bright red powder. Just like the suspicious powder I saw on your clothing.
You seem quite desperate to paint me as a junkie. But you're just overthinking things. The substance you question is nothing like that silly real blood. It's far more wonderful, revolutionary, like a completely new age. For now, well, just call it D.
Tell me more about this new age.
No comment.
If it's all legit, surely you can tell me about it.
It isn't time to reveal anything yet. You'll hear about it soon enough, along with the rest of the world.
So you're planning on spreading a new age called D across the entire world simultaneously?
No comment.
This guy could be a lot more dangerous than he looks. I'll try taunting him a little.
Tell me more about... If it's all legit.
You'll hear about...
So you're planning across the...
No.
I'll try taunting him a little.
I've worked it out. The D of this new age is the D from Duncan. In other words, You want to make your own name the symbol of this new age. The whole world will be under the spell of the red powder that bears your name. But that isn't art. It's just attention-seeking. The desire for conquest. Just another wannabe dictator. Is that what Suki wants?
Say whatever you like. It's not like you can stop me.
This guy is tougher than I thought. He knows I don't have anything on him. Okay? I'll slap him with some proof. Something he can't run away from. All this talk of a new age called D, though. I just hope my bad feeling about all this is way off the mark.
This is a problem. Where is it?
I found the glove. It's all burnt up, though.
Ah, thank you so much.
That's okay, is it?
No problem. I don't want to use it.
You don't? So, what's going on?
Nothing that concerns you, Mr. Young. This is my problem. Simply recovering the glove was the most important thing.
Huh?
What does he want with a glove that can't even be used anymore? Just being high-strung doesn't explain that. I need to probe a bit deeper here.
Do the emergency doors work while in flight?
It's possible to manually switch over to door mode, but just touching the controls to do so causes an alarm to sound in the cockpit. You would be better off not to get any silly ideas, sir.
What if that alarm was broken? Deactivated?
What are you planning?
I'm just trying to figure out the method of escape used by Olivia and the Vanishing Man.
Method of escape, is it?
How many emergency exits are there?
How much do you know about the federal aviation regulations? They are the safety regulations as set by the Federal Aviation Administration. In accordance with them, a commercial aircraft must have enough emergency exits that all passengers can exit the aircraft within 90 seconds while only using half of them. That is what the rules state. We call it the 90-second rule.
So, how many emergency exits are there?
Mathematics are clearly not your strong suit. With crew, this aircraft can carry almost 140 people. Let's say 30 people can escape from one exit in 90 seconds. That would be one person every 3 seconds. Dividing 140 by 30 therefore indicates that at least 4.6 exits would be needed. Now, twice that are required by the regulations, which means the required number of exits is 9 or more. That means even you and your lack of math skills have a chance to escape, sir.
Could you escape by opening the windows in the cockpit?
The cockpit windows do not open. You aren't as smart as you look, Mr. Young. Indeed, the construction of the seat and cockpit windows is very different. While the seat windows are 3 layers of polycarbonate resin, the cockpit windows are 5 layers of reinforced glass and polycarbonate resin. Seat windows are 14 millimeters thick, but the ones in the cockpit are 45 millimeters. Passenger windows are designed to withstand external pressure, but the cockpit windows have to be able to withstand collisions with birds. Open windows like that. Sir, please.
You know quite a bit about this airplane, don't you?
It's only natural. Our passengers' safety may rely on it.
Natural? I'm not sure I'd use that word to describe your encyclopedic knowledge.
And I'm not sure I'd use the word encyclopedic. Why, this level of knowledge, even you could easily attain it, Mr. Young.
Easily?
Yes, very easily.
How?
Why, by taking a quiz. Quizzes are a great way to remember almost anything. You want to give it a try, don't you?
Looks like I stepped on a landmine.
I'll give you some simple questions. All you need do is answer them. The beginner level only needs 3 correct answers to pass. Are you ready, sir? Question: what is jet fuel made from?
Love.
That's wrong. You really think nitro-packed steel cylinders are flying overhead? Just how many flights do you think go up each and every day? That was a shame. Please, try again. I mean it.
What are you looking at?
Oh, you want to try my quiz again? You don't know when to give up, do you?
Well, I don't.
Sorry, sir. No offense intended. You're here for the quiz. Let's get started. The beginner level only needs... Question: what is jet fuel made from? That is correct. Kerosene doesn't freeze at low temperatures and gives off no soot. That makes it extremely effective as an aircraft fuel. Okay, next question. Question: how many parachutes for passengers does a passenger aircraft carry? Impossible. You think regular passengers, regular people, could all use a parachute? You're like a child, aren't you? So naive. That was a shame. Please try... Oh, you don't know... You're... the beginner level... Kerosene, that makes it... Okay. Question: how many parachutes... If the pipe... That was a Please try... Oh, you want to try... You don't know what... Let's get the begin... Question: what is jet fuel made... Kerosene does that... Okay. Question. That is correct. Letting an amateur loose with a parachute would do them no favors. If something should happen, don't think about jumping out. I would instead recommend adopting the brace position. Next, the last question at the beginner level. Your luck runs out here. Question. What are airplane tires filled with? That is correct. Friction with the runway causes aircraft tires to become very hot. When this happens, using nitrogen minimizes the risk of fire. It is also inert, doesn't oxidize, and contains no water, so it doesn't expand. Nitrogen is therefore the perfect choice when it comes to landing and taking off. Oh my! This is quite something. You've cleared the beginner level. Congratulations. However, that's all this was. The beginner level. Next comes the intermediate test. We'll get started as soon as you are ready.
It sounds like the Quizmaster isn't done yet.
Okay.
Ready for the intermediate quiz, sir? Think you have what it takes? The intermediate level needs 5 correct answers to pass. Question. How can you tell at a glance if an airplane carries passengers or cargo?
Windows.
That is correct. A cargo plane doesn't have window. There are no passengers to look out of them after all. Getting rid of the windows also makes the aircraft lighter, and also increases the strength of the body. Even something like a single window makes a big difference to an aircraft. Now then, question 2. Question. Why is the air very dry inside an aircraft? You don't know what... Ready for... Think you... The question. There are no getting rid of... That... Even... Now then. Question. Why is the... That is correct. At high altitude, there is a large gap between inside and outside temperatures. That means moisture in the air would cause condensation to form. If that water rusted or froze, it could block pipes, causing all sorts of issues. That's why the air inside of the aircraft is kept very dry, to keep the aircraft safe. Now then, question 3. Question. What do the pilot and co-pilot have prepared for them separately?
Meats.
That is correct. It prevents both of them suffering from food poisoning. Yeah. Everyone has heard that, though, haven't they? However, what about on the ground? Did you know they eat different meals before they even take off? Always think of the worst possible scenario and act accordingly. We are true professionals. Now, next question. Question. Why are the internal lights turned off when landing at night? To get the passengers' eyes accustomed to the dark in case something happens. I might also point out that this is also one of the 90-second rules. Now we come to the final question at the intermediate level. You are doing quite well. Question. Where are airlines legally obliged to place ashtrays on board? Well done. That is correct. Of course, smoking is not allowed, but some people don't always obey the law. Failure to properly dispose of a cigarette could cause an accident. So, even though they aren't allowed to be used, lavatories must have ashtrays. What's more, these regulations were also stipulated by the Federal Aviation Administration. Well, 5 questions in a row. You're smarter than I thought. We aren't finished yet, however. The advanced level still awaits you. We'll start as soon as you are ready, sir.
Beginner, intermediate, so next is advanced. Not a problem. I saw this coming.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The advanced quiz. The advanced level requires no less than 10 correct answers in a row. However, I'm also adding a new rule. You must answer each question within 5 seconds.
Oh shit.
Are you ready? Question: who first succeeded in powered manned flight? Correct. They originally made bicycles. Question: what is the name of the device that constantly records aircraft data? Correct. It is attached at the back of the plane. Question: is the captain's seat on the left or right side of the cockpit? Mr. Young, is this your limit? If you do want to try again, I'll welcome your challenge any time. Making you restart from the beginner level isn't my style. You want... Be it. However, you must answer... Question. Mary? Question. What is the name of the device that... Correct. It is attached at the back of the plane. Question. Is the captain's seat on the left or right side of the cockpit? Correct. Well done. The seat on the left side of the cockpit is always the captain's. Question. What is the highest passenger class? My! Correct! Maybe you'll sit there yourself one day. Unlikely, but maybe. Question. When a bird crashes into an aircraft, it is known as a bird what?
Strike.
Yes, correct! In fact, that is the name given to any incident of a bird hitting a structure. Question. What is the name of the president's jet?
Oh, these advanced.
Okay, correct. Currently, a modified Boeing 747 is used. Question. What is the name given to the control for angling an aircraft up and down? You didn't mess it up. Correct. There are 3 control axes, and the other 2 are roll and yaw. Question. What is it called when 2 aircraft almost collide? Another correct answer. Passenger planes are fitted with devices to prevent near misses. Question. What is the largest aircraft manufacturer in America? Correct. Their headquarters is in Seattle, and they also build spacecraft. Question. What name is given to thrombosis caused by always sitting in the same position? Correct! It is also called long haul syndrome. Staying in the same uncomfortable position for a long time is bad. During a flight, you should keep moving about and massage your legs. Well, you answered them all correctly. Congratulations!
Yeah, thanks.
Like I said at the beginning, anyone can reach this level easily. You have proven that, Mr. Young.
Oh boy.
I walked right into that. I've proven him right. We're kind of past the whole glove thing now as well. But if he has such a great memory, why doesn't he remember what happened between us before?
Oh, by the way, the squeaking window. What happened to it?
What squeaking window?
Could they have escaped through that window?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That lady in the middle of economy class? She's the one who got all worked up about the squeaking window, right?
You mean on the west side?
Yes, the west side window. She got all excited, shouting.
I don't recall any such incident.
Are you mocking me?
I might suggest that you are mocking me, Mr. Young.
The door looks fine.
When did you move to this seat?
When indeed, young Mr. Young. So funny you would ask.
What does that mean?
If time changes, so too does place. Time is of the essence. You, of all people, should understand. If time changes, so too does place. Time is of the essence.
That lightning strike. How did you know about it before it even happened? Don't tell me you can control lightning strikes.
Your ability to look is not bad, but you need to be able to observe a little more carefully.
The engine isn't damaged.
You have good observational skills. You already know the answer. Am I correct?
I've collected all the puzzle pieces.
the west side window.
Be champagne as soon as we arrive in DC.
I'm very sorry, sir, but you wasn't avoiding.
I don't know who you are. That's it. This piece of the past has been solved. Marshall, are you really sentimental enough to hold on to a pen that can't even write? Unexpected. Most unexpected. You seem quite different from the man I first imagined you to be, but that doesn't mean you're totally free from suspicion.
I told you
the same trick won't work twice.
Damn it!
Although it's still the first time for you. The Fenway Park ticket was a used ticket.
What?
The seat cover pattern is cherry blossom and snow.
What are you rambling about?
The destination is in the other direction. The sun can be seen from the windows on the right side. In other words, the aircraft is flying south.
Explain yourself clearly!
I am David Young, a private detective who also collaborates with the BPD. Now you, Derek Buchanan, I consider you suspicious. If you are the one I'm after, you're gonna remain heavily involved in my investigation from now on. So let me give you this warning. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. I'll never give up. Even if it means I have to get in your way. So be ready for that. Oh, one other thing. Something I probably ought to mention. According to the BPD files, you get killed while transporting the courier known as Rabbit.
Oh, God. What the hell? I'm going to be killed?
Antonio Zapatero and Olivia Jones. They vanished right in front of my eyes. Literally, vanished. But they didn't vanish at all. They were never on this flight. This isn't the AG Flight 117 of Boston. It's a different aircraft, heading for Washington. In other words, they didn't vanish. I moved. It must have happened at that moment. I used the broken fountain pen to come further back in time. I don't feel anything from either one anymore.
David, why do you shave your beard every day? It was just starting to grow out. It's such a waste.
Little Peggy, what should I do? What? Damn it.
Yeah,